Welcome to the Howdy Moving Show. Here it is Friday, TGIF. Kansas City Chiefs lost to the Detroit Lions last night. Now, Kansas City was the anointed Super Bowl champions this year. Everybody thinks they're the greatest. Everybody thinks Patrick Mahomes is the greatest quarterback that ever lived. Andy Reid is the greatest coach that ever lived. Uh-oh, they lost at home to an inferior team. Oh, they were missing a couple players. Boo, hoo, 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 hoo. Andy Reid is probably one of the most overrated coaches. He's always had tremendous quarterbacks wherever he's gone, and they bailed his ass out of the fire. Couldn't do it this time. Made some really stupid calls, especially towards the end of the game. You wonder. That's why they play the game. Too bad, Kansas City. There's always next week. I wonder, the old days. You had channels 2, 4, 7. You had the antenna outside. You swerved it this way, that way to pick up signals. Now you've got a million channels, cable, streaming, and the people at Disney are proving day in and day out that they're the gang that couldn't shoot straight. They abandoned the true meaning of Walt Disney when he founded Disney for wholesome family entertainment. Now they're backing LGBTQB. Kids can get their balls taken off if they want to be a woman at the age of 5. Don't mess with them. Again, if you want to get involved in something like that, run for public office. Otherwise, tend to what your business is. Wholesome family entertainment. Well, they own ESPN, they own ABC, and they're withholding them now from cable networks, bitching over rights and all that, because they're getting killed a little bit in the public opinion as far as their opinions on how we should bring up children. They're getting killed at their amusement parks. They're pricing themselves out of the box, and people are not going along with their philosophy. And now, maybe, some people won't be able to see college or pro football this weekend because they want more money for their rights on ESPN, Hulu, Disney, Disney Plus. The gang that couldn't shoot straight. They're going to penalize you for idiocy that they do. Walt Disney is spinning in his grave. We have Joe Biden again shutting down Alaskan wilderness where rights were sold for drilling. We need oil. Before the pandemic, we were pumping about 13 million barrels a day. We're somewhere around 8 in the United States. Thank you, Joe Biden. Make us buy electric cars. Don't have enough power to power the electric cars, but make us buy them. Let's get rid of fossil fuel. How do you make electricity? The man is just surrounded by idiots, and I still think Barack Obama is now the de facto president of the United States. Joe Biden is just a puppet. And Barack Obama, someone please call him out. He was president of the United States. Joe Biden was his vice president. Barack Obama's advisors told him that the prosecutor in the Ukraine was doing a great job of undergoing the corruption with Burisma and all the oil companies and what's going on in Ukraine. And all of a sudden, the prosecutor is fired. $1 billion of our money goes there as aid, and Joe Biden and Hunter Biden's business dealings are left intact. Barack, did you know anything? Are you part of it? If you didn't know anything, what the hell were you doing? What's going on, Barack? What did you know, and when did you know it? What is your opinion of all this? You already have been said to mention to other people, don't underestimate the ability of Joe Biden to fuck things up. What has happened under your administration that Joe Biden did this scam, did the pay for play? Did you know anything about it? If you didn't, how come? Barack Obama, you need to answer some questions. We have the Schiffhead of the Week dedicated to those who are undergoing the philosophy of the dedicated liar in Congress for the Democratic Party, Adam Schiff. He lied about Trump influenced by the Russians in Russian collusion in the election. Even though he's been proven wrong, he still does admit he's lying. He's the liar in chief for the Democratic Party in the election. We named an award after him, the Schiffhead of the Week. And this one goes to a guy, John Fetterman, the senator from the state of Pennsylvania, who basically really doesn't know what's going on. You take a look at him, and from now on I'm just going to go by someone who he reminds me of. Goes back to the Adams family, Lurch. He looks like Lurch. He said that he dare the Republican Party, the Republicans in Congress, to impeach President Biden. He says they're going to be in a circular firing squad, they're going to kill themselves. Well, I'll tell you what, Don. Let's take a look at what Joe Biden has done. Let's take a look at what his campaign staff, also known as the Department of Justice, is doing in withholding information, which would show the terrible, terrible corruption in the Biden family, getting paid millions of dollars by our enemies to sell our secrets, to do something. I have no idea what they're doing, but they're doing something for all that money. All those shell companies, we want to get to the bottom of it, can't do it because your Democratic colleagues and the Department of Justice is withholding information. The only way we can get it is by beginning the impeachment hearings. Not impeaching them, just get to the bottom of the facts. They have to give the facts then. They have to give you documents. That's why we want to do it. John Fetterman, the Schiffhead of the Week. Lurch, clueless about what's going on. Congratulations to all those who endorsed Fetterman for Senate in the state of Pennsylvania. All the newspapers, all the Democrats, congratulations. You've got a guy there, Lurch, who has no clue what's going on. Underrepresented in Congress because the man passed go and never collected his $200. Watch the Howdy Boomy podcast on the Howdy Boomy channel on YouTube. Short, sweet, to the point, sometimes pointless. You'll have some fun. Have a great weekend. Make sure you vote. That's how we get this country back to how our forefathers wanted it. God bless you. God bless America.